All right, and welcome everybody. Welcome to the Zoom presentation. Guys, I'm telling you, I am excited to be here today because not only do we get an opportunity to talk about a tool that is going to make your life a whole lot easier this tax season, but also we have a special guest in the Team Excel house this evening that is going to help us explain all of these special features. But before we get started with that, my name is Anthony Day. For those who do not know who I am, I'm a proud member of the Extra Digit Movement, where we show people how to increase their income and expand their cash flow one digit at a time. Now, as you know, the season's coming to an end, and well, we're approaching that dreadful time that most Americans hate. That is the tax season. Yeah, I know everybody's like, "Why are you cursing on the Zoom today?" Well, I don't curse, so I guess you can call that my curse word. Well, basically what that means for most people is that if you're not that individual who tracks all of your expenses throughout the year, you're keeping up with your receipts, you're probably that person that actually is putting your receipts maybe in a shoebox, and now you got to go through them and sort them out to see what your deductions would be. No more, guys. We're going to stop that today. We're not going to be going through the shoe boxes. We're not going to be trying to track down these receipts in your car, looking between the crevices. All that stops today. It's been said that if you use this tax tool, your CPA is going to fall in love with you. Now, I don't know about falling in love with my CPA or falling in love with any CPA for that matter, but we're going to find out. Now, let me set this up properly because I want to introduce our guest. And she deserves everything that I'm about to say about her. The thing is, you're going to really enjoy this. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a ton of respect for this person. She's a mother. She's an author. She's an entrepreneur. She wrote this book called Living My Best Life. Check it out on Amazon. She's been trained by the best of the best himself, Mr. Brian M. Bean, mentor to the millions. She's a team trainer and an organizer. Ladies and gentlemen, hear what I have to say. She is positioned to cash flow 5 to 7 figures. This lady's on fire when she's in the middle of her trainings, guys. You can feel the passion that she has. She genuinely loves helping people. But what I love most about her is that she likes having fun doing it and that she has no issues with sharing the information that she has to give. And that's a hard thing to do, to find someone who's going to do that. That alone, to me, makes her an outstanding leader. Put your hands in the air for me. This is a virtual round of applause. And join me in welcoming my friend, the one and only, the Oprah Winfrey of training, Miss Nyet Ridgway. Let's see if we can get her to come out of the back room here. There she is. Miss Ridgway, are you there? Because we were experiencing some technical difficulties earlier. But I think we are successful this time around. There she is.
Hi.
Miss Ridgway, how are you doing today?
I am doing extremely well. Thank you for having me today.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. I just got through telling the folks that how wonderful of an individual you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Listen, I hear that this tool that we have now called the TAXBOT is taking this tax thing by storm. Why is this thing called the star player right now?
Because it's definitely something that you want to have in your personal and your business life, because it helps you to balance both the two instead of carrying around a big file box with a bunch of file cabinets and all these other different things. It helps to keep everything right in the palm of your hand.
In the palm of your hand. That's convenient. That's convenient. Now, I've heard that if you actually use this thing, that your CPA is going to fall in love with you. I was telling the folks, I don't know about all that.
But if they don't fall in love, they'll definitely be very happy with you, because this thing helps to separate everything and put it in a very organized manner that helps them to easily find whatever it is. So charity donations, whatever exemptions, whatever bills you paid, whatever trips you took, everything is very documented and easy to follow. So
well, cool.
Yeah.
Easy is always is a plus, right? Easy is always a plus. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share. I have a screen here where I was using TAXBOT, just kind of running through it and seeing how it works. I'm gonna share my screen with you, and if you don't mind, kind of just narrating what's going on here.
Oh, sure, sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you have some interesting things, some trips, some
Yes,
purchases.
yes, I do.
Oh,
And as you can see, I'm logged in right there on the top, right there where it says TAXBOT. This is my actual personal cell phone.
okay.
So there, and there's the app right there.
All right. So as you see, display is your total deductions. Those total deductions came from the expenses and receipts that you loaded up. Your mileage is being recorded, and you also can enter the income into these slots here.
Okay.
Right here are the trips. You have the unclassified, as you see at the top, and you have classified. As of right now, with the unclassified, you can manually add the new trip mileage and start tracking the new trip manually. You can also add the receipt, link a bank account, email address, and view your saved receipts. Look, already saving a lot of time. Because you know what happens to receipts once you keep them in your folder or your wallet or anything, you keep them laying around, they start to fade, correct?
They turn yellow and disappear on you. That's what the tax man wants, though.
Exactly. All right. So in this portion right here, which helps to become more and more easy, we want everyone to be able to follow what we do here on the TAXBOT. So we have the customer service section here on the More tab, and you'll see there are tutorials, setting up your account, smart manage expenses, adding a bank, adding an email account, adding a vehicle, logging in and out, adding a business. It's very versatile for the everyday person, the busy person, and the person who wants to be a whole lot more busy but organized. Um, as you back here with the total deductions, I think, do you have it to where you're going to show us?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, here is where I was doing a manual entry to show how easy it was just to put an address in. And
Okay.
you'll see right here that I'm just randomly picking an address, of course, and I'm gonna key it in as my starting point. So if you find out where you are or you don't know and you get on Google, okay, this is my address, you can key it in the starting point, or you can click on that little symbol right there that says use current location, and it'll GPS find you, right, and it'll key in your location for you automatically, which I think is a cool portion of the app.
Well, that's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. People already use that GPS anyway, so why not use it in your tax spot?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, now after you do this, okay, you have to put in an ending address, of course, and you can see it kind of gives you like a little memory of all the places that you've been to.
Mm-hmm.
It stores your locations, and then you can just
Yeah.
click on it if you're going back to that again, or you can again key in the address manually, and it will calculate. See right there, it shows the route for one, but then it shows you the distance that you accumulate. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, on this screen right here, you'll see it says trip blue night, and then it has MWR. Well, I'm going to put in the purpose of my trip now.
Right.
This is the part where TAXBOT really is going to save you when it comes to your CPA, because you write down and notate exactly what you're going for. And in this case,
Exactly.
I'm meeting with Mike, and we're going to talk business about NWR. We're going to peak Mike today. So again, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I understand, like, for people to become more familiar, I don't want it to seem like it's overwhelming for anyone. It's pretty easy. If you've been using the GPS, you can definitely use this system here. All you're doing is putting the location in and get to in your destination. But for this system right here, you're actually tracking where and what the business was. You know, like you say, you met with Mike, and then you could turn around and say you took a true trip in your blue truck, and then you have the business. Look, for Anthony Day MWR. So on here, you chose a vehicle, you set what it's for, you chose round trip to and from, and bam.
And there it is.
Very, 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 very simple But and look at this, classified trips. Your classified trips can actually, I'm going to pause this for a second. Your classified trips can actually be synced with your calendar. So if you currently have anything on your calendar, you want to match that and sync it with your TAXBOT. So that way it can already ask you, is this the trip that you're taking? So or you click and say, yes, this is the trip that I'm taking, and it start adding that mileage to your TAXBOT.
Right. Now that brings us to another section of the TAXBOT here when we're talking about expenses, right? So, you know, we're out and about, and you know, you got to keep track of this stuff. Now, the one thing that we want to always do is we want to take selfies. Now, I'm not really a selfie kind of guy. I try to stay off of the selfie platform, if you will. So you take pictures of things. So why not take pictures of receipts? And like you mentioned earlier, these receipts will turn yellow and fade away. Your tax, the government really wants you to not have these receipts.
Have good records. And you know what else? Once you take a picture of those receipts or on your cell phone or on my cell phone, actually create a folder to help me save every last receipt that I snapped with the TAXBOT.
That is very, yeah, that's true. Well, that wasn't hard at all. And I think my CPA may actually will fall in love with me now.
Look, everything is so easy. Look at that. Yeah. Everything is right there in your face. You see the total, $299.88. Now, what do you think will happen if you lost that receipt?
That's $200 or $300 in this case. That would be not deductible.
Right, unaccounted for. You can't even prove what you spent it at. And so some people wonder where their money is going. TAXBOT helps you to track your spending. Where are you spending it? So it's not just great for your CPA, it's also great for you as well to see where are you spending the most money, you know, and being more organized. Because right here you say advertising at the site ground for TMK Towels and gifts. This is what you spent for your business. So this is definitely a very valuable business expense that you'll be able to write off or have deductible and available for your CPA to view just in case you are audited. They want to have great record keeping. They want you to have that. They look at you and they smile. I know Mr. Day gonna show up with that TAXBOT. Make that job easier. You don't want them missing out anything either. Going through your box full of receipts. It's easy to overlook something in clutter, but if it's not nicely organized here, and it gives you the option to be able to print these things off. You can send it over in a PDF file, and you can print it off so it can be nice and organized, and it say exactly what you spent it for, where you spent it, your mileage, the location, and everything else. So I love TAXBOT.
Well, I have to say I love it too, and I think it's going to be very beneficial to all those who are coming aboard with NWR and Extra Digit Movement.
With MWR, we definitely got to put that in there. It's a part of your membership. If you go to get TAXBOT by itself, it's going to cost you about $100 by itself.
That is true. It is a part of the 4 pillars in the membership that we have. Well. Ms. Niette Ridgway, it is always a pleasure doing a Zoom with you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Day, for having me. The guru, you're my go-to guy. You know it.
That's it. That's it. Guys, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in today and watching our presentation over TAXBOT, which is deemed the star player of your business. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video.
Bye.